What's up, guys? Alex here with a quick video update. Uh, so, as you guys know, I just started this channel. I uh, I didn't really have a plan necessarily as far as what this channel was going to be about. The reason why I'm starting this channel is because after talking to several people, friends and even strangers that I've met randomly, right, restaurants or out and about, networking events. And one thing I kept hearing over and over again was, hey man, you got a crazy story. I don't know if they meant crazy as in good or bad, but they said, you got a crazy story. You got to start posting your stuff online. This is good stuff. You know, interesting, valuable, entertaining, horrible, awesome, unreal. So I'm like, okay, after I heard it like 8 times, I'm like, I'll start posting these videos. So we're going to talk a little bit about entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about how to make money. We're going to talk about current modern society, what I see wrong with it. We're going to talk about women. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything. We're going to talk about alternative medicine and holistic healing. So it's going to be a little bit of everything, all the stuff in my head, right? Which is a lot of stuff I want to share. I'm going to put it out on video now. I've always used to be a writer. I'm an author as well. And writing is my go-to thing, but I have gotten better over the years at, I believe, talking to people, socializing, conversation skills. So after hearing it all these times that, hey, Alex, you got to do a YouTube channel with all the stuff that you've gone through. So I said, okay, let's do it. I'm just going to put this out there. I'm not going to pay to advertise this channel or anything like that. I'm just going to just put these videos out there and just hopefully it can help. Hopefully you guys find it interesting. I think it's interesting. So hopefully it helps. But today we're going to talk about, especially now, it's important because I see a lot of people going through some economic difficulties with inflation, the recession, the effects of the COVID lockdowns on business owners, right? People starting over again. I started over a couple times myself as well. Was worth a couple million a couple of years ago, lost it all, made it all back on paper, lost it again, made it back. So I've been through the roller coaster, the ringer as well. And it's tough, very tough. But once you get out of that and make it out, you become a diamond. And I talk about that in a previous video. So today's video, we're going to talk about how to make $500 a day with a service business. Okay? How to make $500 a day with a service business with zero money to start. That's the key. Now, you're not going to do this right away. You're not going to do this right after you watch this video today. You might, depending on how serious you take it, but this is very, very doable. Very doable. Here's what you're going to do to make $500 a day without spending any money to start off. Okay? Eventually, if you take this more serious and you turn it into a real business, then what you're going to do essentially is eventually you're going to have to advertise to grow it. And that's the end goal, right? But this is the topic of the video, how to make $500 a day, total sales, spending no money to start off. So here's what I would do if I were you guys. Okay? I own a service business myself. I've had it for over 10 years. I've had multiple businesses over the years. Some failures, some did hit home runs, did very well. So I've been on both sides, okay? What you're going to do today is this. Assuming you live kind of by a somewhat bigger town. If you're in a little town, you can still do it. It's going to be a lot harder though to do this, but you got to be around the people, okay? What you're going to do is you are going to post an ad on create a logo for free online for a house cleaning service, a moving service, or a junk removal company. And these are all in my wheelhouse of what I'm familiar with. You're going to go on your Facebook groups, the what's happening groups in your town. Let's say you live in St. Louis, Missouri, or let's just say St. Charles, Missouri, smaller town. You type in Facebook, what's happening St. Charles, Missouri groups. And what you're going to do is, after you create a nice fancy logo for free online, you can then use that logo and post on these Facebook groups, hey everybody, we're offering a free service for this week only. You have to redeem it this week only to clean one room, or to help move first, like maybe like 1 hour, like internal moving in through a house, not an actual full blown out house move or anything like that, or junk removal if you have a truck, or if you have access to a truck to rent out, right? Like a U-Haul truck or anything like that, just to start off. Remember, this is not long term, this is short term. So, with that being said, what we're going to do here is next. You are then going to post this. You're going to get phone calls. Hey, I saw your ad online. I'd like to take advantage of this free thing. Okay. You get your foot in the door and do your first job. Just like a quick cleaning if you're doing house cleaning, you are either going to do the cleaning yourself, or you're going to contract somebody offline on Facebook as well to find cleaners, and you're going to pay them a commission, a portion after the job's been completed. Okay, if you charge $200-300 to start off, let's say the job you do for free, you do another job for the same customer for $200-300 or $400 weekly. Okay, that's how you do it. Once you get that money, you pay the employee, right? Pay them well, pay them really well. Don't be cheap here, because if you pay your employees well, they're going to stick around. Then what you do is, with that money that comes in, put all of that money in the beginning right into Google ads, local search ads, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, Yelp ads. I don't want you guys to make any money for yourself until after the first few months. Keep pouring that money back into the monster, get more calls, get more good workers, and you'd be surprised within one or two, I would say within a couple of weeks, realistically, you could do 500 a day, depending on the city you're in and also how hard you work. After each job, have the customer write a review immediately, and also have them take a picture of your employees or your logo, put it on their social media, and tell them you'll give them like a $10 or $20 gift card to a local business or a restaurant. You go to those restaurants and businesses, create friendships and relationships with those business owners as well, and that's where it really starts to spread. So after the person, your client, posts a picture of your business on their social media, you'll offer them a $10 or $20, $30 gift card. And before you know it, guys, this thing's going to spiral and the calls are going to start coming in. I teach people how to start a service business. I offer 1-hour consultations. I love doing this. I was asked so many times after a while, I'm like, I got my business. I'm doing pretty good now. I don't know if I want to do this. But once I did it a couple times, I realized how much fun it was for me, because I felt like I was reliving my business experience. I feel like now it's so cool to be the teacher teaching the student and seeing them grow. So I do teach this as well. Obviously, if you're going to tell me to start like a roofing company or something like that, that's out of my wheelhouse. So some things I will say no to. But if you focus on hiring talent, overpaying them, this is the most important thing, is finding good workers. You do this, that money's going to start rolling in very quickly. And then also, guys, systems. You want to have an excellent system in place, right? After the work's done, get the reviews, get them to have the customers you currently have lead generate for you through their social media. Okay? And in the beginning, right, the first few weeks, any income, profit that comes in, pour that back right into more advertising and pump that back into your website to get more leads. I don't want you guys to get rich in the beginning. The focus is to make $500 a day in the future after a couple of weeks or a month. If you have any questions at all, comment below. Let me know what you think. This is very, very doable. You could do the work yourself if you can and if you're good. However, the end goal is to have employees doing the work for you. You're there just to create the system in place and delegate. Talk to you soon.